Okay, with Sonny Ali. How are you, sir?
Yeah, all good, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. How's that Barnett getting on? It's sort of thriving.
Yeah. Listen, I'll tell you what. After the fight I've just had last Friday, I'm debating getting it cut. Obviously, my old girl, my missus, don't want me to get it cut. They like it long. But listen, I got ruined in that fight. As soon as I come out, the first I see my manager. I ain't seen him in a couple of months or whatever. I said to him, "What's happening, Andy? You alright, mate?" He goes, "What the fuck have you done to your hair?" That's the first thing that come out of his mouth. I went, "What?" So I've grown it long, and he's walked off. And that's all. I ain't spoken to him for however many months. First thing he said, first thing like, that's it.
I must admit, I did see one of your video interviews, and I did sort of think, what's happened there? Yeah. I mean, it was sort of like sticking up at the back and sort of...
Joe always is. Me missus, her mum done my hair for me, so obviously I'm growing it long. I didn't want it to go on my face, so she's done the braids for me. So it's her fault. Your fault, Michelle. Yeah,
braids
it'll come out.
can fall out. Can't
Yeah,
they?
that's it.
So how long are you going to let it go? Is it sort of you going for a sort of a...
I don't know, just save me dough, innit? Not bothered about haircuts.
Man of your means.
Yeah, no.
Is it perhaps this one? Is it the new Essex thing, is it? Boys with headbands?
I don't know. I only have the hairband in for training, that's it. As soon as I go home, we'll just sit back anyway, but for training it's got to be done in case it goes in my eyes.
Right, I tried to catch you last time I was down here, but you ran away.
Yeah.
Explain your change of circumstance. I walked in, I thought, he's not normally here.
Yeah.
So, Sonny at the Peacock. Explain.
That's it. Yeah, well, it just seemed to sort of happen. Obviously, me and my old coach and my old stable, we're still very good, still good friends, still go support all the boys down there. Do you know what I mean? I think if anything, we was a bit too close. Like, too much. Like, you can't mix business and pleasure, if you know what I mean. So, I think when we were so close as friends outside the gym, me and my coach, it was sort of a thing of like, right, it just weren't working. So we both sort of come to a mutual decision. We spoke to my manager. My manager said about Peacock coming down here. And yeah, obviously I said to him, yeah, I'll give it a go. Like, I'll give it a go down here. And obviously, listen, down here you've got 4 different coaches. You've got obviously Mike Bow, who's been around it for long enough. You've got Eric, who's an ex-champion himself. You've got Adam, who's been around boxing for time. Andre, been around boxing for God knows how long. Even Shiraz Gal, he's ex-champion himself. So there's no better place to learn, really, is there? You've got like 4 or 5 different coaches down here. All teach you little things. You take like, that's how I see it. I take one little thing from him, one little thing from him, one little thing from him, and you're gonna get better, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? And obviously it takes like, some people see stuff differently. Do you know what I mean? So he might see something that this coach ain't seeing, or this. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I think I've made a good decision, and
it's a proper fight factory, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's like loads of fighters down there, super fit as well. So yeah,
it's an interesting dynamic. It's Will, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you were friends before you started, but you obviously became friends.
Yeah.
It is a difficult or a strange dynamic if all of a sudden you've got a friend who has to let you have it and give you a bollocking and things like that. It could spill into the other side of your life. And how did it work?
No, exactly.
What did you find difficult?
Yeah, so we was friends before the boxing. I come back to training, like obviously I was doing PTs with him, and this is before he was even a boxing coach or whatever. He was just doing like PTs, things like that, and we was doing PTs together. We was like just keeping fit, sort of thing. And yeah, I don't even, like, to be honest with you, like, it was crazy how it come about, like, turning over professional. It was never in my like intentions. Obviously, I'd done my amateurs, done all through the amateurs, won titles, this and that, and I got to 17 and started driving, started meeting girls, started like doing silly stuff. And the boxing just goes out the window, doesn't it? I've spent all them years, but then I think I've done about 4 years of just being a bum, being just an idiot road rat.
Teenager.
Yeah, being literally a teenager. So but I sort of stayed a teenager for too long. I've done like 4 years of it, just like being an idiot. And then I look back, started having a few regrets and that, thinking, have I wasted all them years training, or did I wait? Like, obviously my mum was like taking out of her time. Obviously we haven't come from a lot of money, do you know what I mean? Like, she was like putting all that money into me, putting all her time and effort into me. So I was thinking, have I sort of like wasted all that time, wasted all her years? I could see her looking at me in a sort of way like, this geezer, like, what all that time was spent with him, like. So and all it was literally, I went back to training to get fit, just to keep fit, blah blah, to tick over. And then all of a sudden it come about turning over pro, and went for it, and it's one of the best things I've ever done.
By the same token, if you were going to turn pro at the time, it would have been a natural move to have gone with Will, wouldn't it? Someone someone who's starting off himself.
No, that's it.
So it would have seemed perfectly natural.
That's it. Yeah, we sort of like. I feel like we what happened. Everything happens for a reason, I think. Yeah, and we got together in that time to boost both our careers. So we got together. I pushed him on to become a coach, and now listen, he's a very good coach, and he's going to do very good things in the sport. He's got amazing fighters down there.
A lot of fighters.
A lot of fighters down there. Some very good fighters as well. So he's going to go on and do a lot in the sport. And hopefully, I'm going to go on and do a lot in the sport now as well. So we sort of started together. We pushed ourselves onto we sort of pushed ourselves. We got the journey started together, if you know what I mean. So that's it. It's everything happens for a reason. We both was meant to meet up. Was meant to be together to start it off. So
he's obviously going to have a long career as a coach.
Yeah.
Do you think ultimately, when you're done, you might sort of come back together again and you join his journey?
You never know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You never know.
It's an option. It's funny if you started off together doing your PTs.
Yeah.
You have your career, however long it is. And
well, that's it. Do you know what? Down that gym, down that Edge gym. So it's obviously you got Will Jones down there. He's like the main pro coach, and then you got Bill Douglas down there. He does like the unlicensed scene, things like that. But he I don't know if he's looking to get like pro coaching as well, things like that. And obviously that Bill, he goes out with my mum. So it's like down that gym is very like it's all close. It's like you never know. I could end up going down that gym, becoming a coach maybe one day.
For your second career.
That's it.
If you want to stay in the game.
That's it. Well, you got
could be a good starting point for you, couldn't it?
That's it. No, 100%.
So was this potential change at the time? Is that the reason why you skipped a date? Because you were on a card, I saw you there.
Yeah, so
I saw you put a message out saying there's news coming, but I'm not fighting. Sort of, what was that all about?
Yeah, so that was because of the move. Listen, Andy's a very good manager. He's been doing this for God knows how long. Like, he's a very good manager, and he just said to me, look, like if you're going to change gyms, you can't really go change gyms and then do like a 3-week camp with this new gym and then expect me to let you go in and fight. I've done a bit of begging myself, like please let me fight. Like obviously I wanted to fight, but listen, I respect what he's done.
Wasn't it?
The August card, yeah, the Dennis McCann one.
Yeah.
So, listen, I respect what Andy done there, and it just proves to me that he's a good manager and he cares about his fighters, doesn't he? Do you know what I mean? That's what he said. He said, listen, God forbid you did get in there. Imagine like you just got hit with a silly shot or whatever, and he went down. He said, I won't be able to forgive myself. So he said, no, that's it.
What are you up to now? 7, 8?
7.
Well, where do you think you're up to in terms of your development and where you want to be?
Getting there. That's all I can say, really. Like, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm probably my worst critic. Is that what they call it? I'm probably my worst critic. Like, even after spars and things like that, I sit there and go, I didn't do as good there. Should have done this. Should have done that. So, but obviously, saying that, I've learned that you can't dwell on things. You can't sit back and look at things. Like, you got to live in the moment a little bit. So that's one of the things that I've learned. One of the things that I've took on board massively is trying to live in the moment, not stress about what happened or what could have done. Especially in sparring, it's inspiring. I mean, it's all about learning. You can't expect to come in here and be on form every single day. Do you know what I mean?
Also, got to keep in mind and remember, you are a novice pro, and sometimes remember you are, and maybe like expectations have got to be sort of tempered a little bit. I know boxers have got to talk the talk. And people do sort of ask a lot of them, but you know, if you were in your first year as a professional footballer, you'd still be in the under 18s.
100%, yeah, that's it, literally, so I've got, that's it, like you say, like, still very early on in my career, I've still got a lot to learn. Like, listen, I don't want anyone blowing smoke up my ass, I don't want to, like, anyone to think that I'm deluded and I should be world champion level. No, like, I know that I'm still early on in my game. I still know that I've got a lot to learn. Listen, that 4 years I had out of the gym, I'm making up for it all now. Do you know what I mean? Even that, I've like. But then saying that, I'm glad as much as that.
I think you've been trying to play catch up too much.
A little bit. But in a way, I'm glad I did do that 4 years then, rather than stick it out, turn over pro, and then get a bit of money in. And then go, do you know what, actually I can start going out partying now, and then just doing all that dumb stuff then. So do you know what I mean? So I'm sort of glad it happened at the right time. I've still got plenty of years to catch up. So that's what it is.
You still got all these hang-ups about bloody stoppages and all that?
No, not at all. Listen, at the end of that, at the end of the day, do you know what? I don't care. I don't care. The stoppages will come if it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Like that guy I fought last week. I went into that fight not looking for the stoppage at all. I literally went in there and I thought, like, he's never been stopped. He's a tough guy. I see him fight a couple of weeks before. I see a few of his fights. Like he gets hit with big shots and he's still coming forward. Like he's a tough like Colombian geezer. So I went in there with no intentions to stop him at all. Like literally, I went in there just for I'm just gonna showcase my skills, box and move. And then after the first round, after the second round, I went, I could stop this geezer, and it all come back, didn't it? So I think for the second, third, and fourth, I went for the stoppage a bit again, and I realised, you know what, this geezer ain't going nowhere. Let's carry on boxing, carry on picking and moving. So yeah, I think I showcased a few of the skills I've got going there. That's probably one of my best fights yet. So
if you think about someone like young Henry, who's obviously top of the bill, he's got his title now, Henry Turner.
Yeah.
I mean, he used to have this thing put to him about stoppages.
Yeah.
But as he used to point out, he'd prefer to do the rounds.
That's it. No, do you know what?
Because exactly he's like, he said I was never like a stoppage merchant as an amateur.
Yeah.
You know, he sort of said that's not me.
Yeah, that's literally
it's funny now. It's actually happening for him.
Yeah.
And he's not even ever looked for it.
Oh, that's it. That's exactly same as me. Even in the amateur, I didn't get much stoppages. Yeah, like you say anyway, at the end of the day, it's not about stuff. I know that, do you know what it's for? It's mainly for the fans, do you know what I mean? The fans love to see you go in there and knock someone out, like, they love seeing that, but at the end of the day, like, I've got to think about a career as well, and then if I can do all these rounds now, when I do get into the big 50-50s, the tough fights, and people that are coming to win, that's when you'll see knockouts off, I believe.
By the same token, you know, you are in the entertainment business.
That's
it. People have got to want to watch you fight, so you've got to have. You can't be too much of a purist, can you? So
no, 100%. Yeah. Listen, I'll sit here and say that obviously, yes, I don't care about stoppage. Of course, I care, bro. If I want a stoppage, I'd love to just get in there, do all this work. I'd love to just get in there, knock about first round, and go home. You know what I mean? That would do me low. You don't get paid overtime, so that would do nicely. But obviously, it is what it is.
Last question, and it's the obvious one. What do we know about next time out?
Not much, to be fair. Not much.
Haven't given any clues, man?
No, I haven't got no clues yet. Obviously, yeah, had that fight last week. So yeah, I don't know if they're still. I don't really know what's going on. Like I say, I'll leave it up to them. Whatever they think's best, whatever Martin thinks is best, whatever Andy thinks is best. Whatever they believe, I'll trust in them and let them lead the way.
Right, Sonny, it's been good to catch up with you.
Top man.
Well done last week, or was it last week?
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, last weekend. Yeah. No. Yeah, it was. No, not the weekend. Just gone the weekend before
Friday,
that. Yeah,
so
the Friday. Yeah.
A bit different, isn't it?
Throws you all off.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, bro.